Hi, my name is Andrew, and I run a mom and pop e-commerce company with my wife. And we're a true mom and pop company, so it's just the two of us. And historically, the way that we've garnered sales and gotten customers is we go to local markets, we pitch our products directly to customers, and then if they like the products, they go online, they find us on our Shopify store, and they become repeat customers, and in some cases, basically lifetime customers. And so that's historically how we've grown our customer base gradually over time. But over time, as our Shopify store has aged, it started to get a little bit more organic traffic. And so we began to view that organic traffic as basically a low-hanging fruit that we could take advantage of if only we could convert some of it. We weren't converting any of it up until recently, basically until we hired Savio Agency, but I'll get to that in a minute. So we were not converting any of that, and we were just kind of going along, doing our thing, gradually building up our customer base. And I had attempted to build flows myself in the past. As you can imagine, they were not professional. They were just basically text with like a header and a default footer, on Klaviyo. And I had attempted to build pop-ups myself. They did not convert very well at all. And so this time around, we decided let's hire somebody who actually knows what they're doing. Let's find an agency who is basically a one-stop shop who can handle all the different aspects of this, and we can just kind of give the project to them and not have to spend a whole lot of time, explaining things. We need somebody who really knows this niche, knows the email flow niche, the pop-up niche, and knows what they're doing. So that basically is what spurred us to go online and search for somebody who knew how to do all this. And that's how we found Nathan and Savio Agency. So what spurred us to hire Nathan really was the customer testimonials for one thing, and then just the statistics that he had of prior successes with other brands, other companies. So we decided to go with him and see how it went, and we've been very, very happy with it. So we had them build just the three fundamental flows, as Nathan basically explained to us, and he'll explain to you when he onboards you. But for us, we just had him build the browse abandonment flow, the abandoned cart flow, and then a basic nurture flow for new signups. And just within the few weeks that, I think it's been, 3 or 4 weeks since we got those up and running, we've already done over $1,000 in revenue that we would not have done had we not hired them. And so for us as a mom and pop company, that's big. I mean, to go from literally zero organic sales sales on organic traffic to that is huge for us. So, and that's with very little organic traffic. Just to be clear, we don't have a big blog or anything like that. And that's with no paid traffic. So that's just like a typical Shopify store that we have just sitting there. So in terms of what we've enjoyed working with Nathan, or why it's been, an enjoyable experience beyond just the success, the numbers. For one thing, with Savio, it's one point of contact. So for us, we would contact Nathan, and even though he has a whole team behind him, we never had to deal with anyone else. And so that just simplifies things tremendously. Another one is responsiveness. Nathan always responded. I want to say, he uses Slack, and I had never used Slack. It took like 2 minutes to get up and running and to get used to. It's very, very intuitive and simple. I want to say he always responded within 5 to 10 minutes, literally, of me messaging him, which when you hire remotely, you don't know, where somebody is or where their team may be globally or what's going on. Getting fast responsiveness obviously gives huge peace of mind. So that's a big one, just responsiveness generally. Another big one is the workflow that they use. So first you get onboarded, basically Nathan will brief you up. In our case, Nathan briefed us up on what to expect, and then kind of asked us a series of questions. We explained our niche, we explained what our expectations were, what we were going for, and then from there, if he has any questions, you have a little discussion, provide him with a little bit of your graphical content, for example, photographs of your products or whatever. And for us, we're as a mom and pop company, we do everything in-house. So we do our own product photography and we don't have a lot of it, which goes into the next thing, which is just the competence of his graphics team. We provided him with a few pictures, but really I said, Nathan, we can provide more, but it's a big time sink for us. So, if you don't need anything else, don't ask for it. But if you do, I'll go make what you need. Never ask for anything else, never ask for any more product photography or literally anything. His graphics team was able to build a great suite of graphical elements to use in our flows, and it looks very professional and very nice. So no extra workload for us, just a little bit of photography that we had was really more than they needed, I guess. I mean, they did a great job, and the email itself graphically flows very well from top to bottom, which is something that I hadn't really considered before hiring them, how important that was until I'd seen it in action. So that's just another great thing that they do. The workflow that they employ, back to that, the first thing they'll do after the onboarding and all that is the copywriting, and they'll give you an opportunity. They gave us an opportunity to review the copywriting, and first of all, it was excellent. They did two completely different ways of writing the copy from two completely different styles. And we picked one of those styles that was excellent, and then they tweaked a few little things, and then that was great. And then once the copy was set, we went into developing the graphical side, and that was brilliant as well. And anytime we wanted to request a tweak, it was like, all right, we're on it, and then bing, bang, boom, it's done. So working with Savio was just, everything was butter smooth. Everything was as you would want it to be. Nathan's super responsive. We've had issues with other, we've worked with, not for this particular e-commerce need or niche, but we've worked with other agencies and other professionals, and sometimes people will fall off the grid or something like that. Nothing like that ever happened. The results speak for themselves, but also just the responsiveness, the workflow that they employ, the professionalism, all those things came together to where it was just a really, really pleasant, really easy experience. We loved working with him. We recommend you do too. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and I think you'll get great results.